has like at first they wanted to become huskarls, so they had to do a bunch of stuff, and the most significant action that they did was to raid a couple of farmers for food, and the farmers weren't exactly cooperating. So they got into a fight, they killed the farmers, stole the food, and more farmers arrived, they killed them too, and their daughters ran away. And basically, that triggered bullshit, says Sigmar. What's bullshit?
It just sounds so much worse when you tell the story.
It is kind of bad from
Well,
like.
but since we're the victors, don't we get to write history?
Fuck your history, guys. Fuck your history.
No, from the world's perspective, you're definitely not good guy so far. Even though you try. Well, basically, the farmers started to mobilize, and they wanted to put an end to this Earl, especially his ways of controlling them. The main reason for this is because the general theme of the campaign is that recently the summers are shorter and shorter, and the nights are longer and longer. So basically, there's a widespread shortage of food, and the already famined farmers, they really didn't care much for losing more food. So they were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna make a stand."
Right.
And I mean, the party has also like done some stuff connected to Ragnarok. They haven't gotten any real clues or anything like that yet, but some dark people have been messing around with them. So it's kind of like dark forces are lurking. They're not quite sure why or who they are just yet.
And we also
But
killed
they have
his
been
murder
annoying.
bear.
Yeah.
I melted his bear. He's still
Yep.
not happy about it.
He used necromancy, and
See, told you he wasn't happy.
generally, the gods that they follow don't support necromancy. That's
All right.
last session. They got back from a raid, and when they got back to the screw you, Cormigan. See, always in character. That's filthy rogue. So last session they got back to the town where they are the huskarls of Yarl Stephan, and he basically told them that the farmers are close and they are likely to attack any day now.
All right.
Also, he is quite furious here. Like before, like he was never a good guy, but now he's pretty.
So he's basically saying, like, if the farmers come, then murder them all.
He's
Well,
a big fan
he
of
is.
killing people. Oh yeah, also when they they saw that he has been sacrificing people way more than he used to, as there was like an altar filled with blood in the center of town.
Sounds
That's pretty
friendly.
much the gist of it. I would say, did I miss something? I don't think so.
Did you tell him about the necromancer we found in the basement?
Well, that's what he was talking about, the Ragnarok stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I zoned out.
Yeah, like there has been some ties towards dark forces. Like you have nothing specifically tying you it to Ragnarok yet, but there are definitely clues, like necromancers, dark visions, strange people.
You guys are douchebag for following that Earl.
I mean, we've sworn to follow him. We cannot just dump him.
I guess.
Hmm.
By the way, Sebastian, do we start next day, or do we continue the evening?
Hmm. I was thinking that we start next day. Why?
HP?
Oh yeah.
And also
so-
spells.
Especially spells.
Well, I didn't spend any spells. Basically, what happened last session was when we came back, the Earl was like, well, your team needs a leader. So, fight. And we started fighting, and Tessa, who left us now, chose me. But I got ganked up by Sigmar and Roland, I believe, yeah? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you and Sigmar were attacking me, and Ulf went for Tessa. And
While I
all
was in
managed
one-man
to do-
army.
Yeah. And Guldvik almost murdered them all.
I should have gone for Roland rather than Sigmar.
Oh yeah, they also recently picked up the dwarf Goldwick. That happened last session as well. So he is new to the party, as you are. Only 4 guys remaining from the core group.
Sorry, I just dropped my player handbook into my pizza.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
That's why I use PDF.
What are you most bummed out by? Your book being ruined or your pizza?
It's hard to judge at the moment. I'll see how it tastes. If it tastes like paper, then I guess the pizza.
Alright, seems to be no sign of Ulf today, so I'll just manage him. Also, Wally, sorry that I didn't get around to updating your icon. But
No worries.
swamped. Cool. Another thing you might want to know is that we have a custom items handout, which explains some of the items that I've added to the game.
All right.
I do not think I have all of them there just yet.
It's all that we use.
Yeah.
Or
All
found.
that you have found and
Knowledge of,
learned
yeah.
how to use, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. And also,
As
I'm
long as
recording
they
all
are
of this.
common. Oh yeah.
So, did you tell them?
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
Basically, I record and later in the week I upload all the videos of what we were doing. So you can always go back and watch it if you want.
All right.
Alright, seems to be no Mr. Off today.
Seems so.
He's mad that I healed Sigmar instead of him last week.
I thought he was gonna be bummed out about Tessa leaving,
Yeah.
but when I talked to him, he was like, "Fuck that dude, just leaving like that." Have you guys been mourning?
Well, Tessa did not die yet, so.
Right. So you don't give a fuck about Jasani then.
Well, I wish he kept playing, but it's his choice, really.
Hmm?
It's really his choice. I
Right.
was curious where Tessa would go, but if he feels not being fine with his group, well, it's up to him.
Yeah. There was too much friction. Too much friction.
I guess I kind of sensed that he was taking the friction personally early on, but I thought we sort of talked about it and got over that.
Yeah.
But oh, great. You are now probably
any
hearing
case-
Dog Toy.
What?
Do you hear Dog Toy? A dog
Dog
playing
Toy?
with a toy?
Nope.
Like, no?
I do.
Great.
I thought it was a name, like Dog Toy.
Dog
Yeah.
Toy.
What kind of dog do you have?
Duck sound.
Oh, they're nice.
Kind of.
A wiener dog?
Yeah. Wiener dogs are duck sounds.
My dad had those in Philadelphia.
Is it a wiener dog?
Yeah,
Fuck.
It's a wonderful name, isn't it?
it is.
Sausage
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, wiener in the sense of sausage.
So Sigmar did. Oh, he just disappeared.
He's probably trying to set up mobile.
How hard can it be? Download the app.
Oh yeah,
Done.
we started music.
Oh, you said it's next day, right? So I can give myself spells.
Yep.
Yeah. It's morning. All right. So in the morning, you guys wake up and you have found it rather hard to sleep through the night. In the distance, you've heard drums of war banging loudly. The sheer volume of them has been quite terrifying. So when you wake up, I want you all to make a Constitution save.
Yay, best saves. Give me a second.
Oh my god, I did a good one. It wasn't a 1, everyone.
Oh yay, I did a 4. Great. Goldwick? Oh, you all made a save.
We are very concerned for you. Now roll a con save.
And you should also roll for Ulf.
Thanks.
Is it okay if I ask questions whenever I'm wondering something? Or should I stay in characters for as much as possible?
No, just ask questions, really.
Okay. What is Constitution save?
Basically, you have a box saying saving throws, and a con save is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It's generally something you do to determine whether a negative effect will affect you or not.
Ooh.
So we use a check when we want to do something. We use a save when Sebastian wants to do something to us.
Oh, okay.
Is the way that I think about them.
You make me sound so sinister.
You told us.
Oh wow, we did not get a good
Alright.
sleep.
Well, I did.
All right,
yeah, you
so
did.
Quenar, Your initiative is reduced by 6.
Oh, wow.
Olf's initiative is reduced by 1, and Cormegan's initiative is reduced by 4 for the day.
6. Okay, can I roll a 1? That's the real question.
Hmm?
The real question is, can I roll 1 initiative to get -1? Negative initiative.
If you roll a 1, you would lose your turn anyway, right?
Yeah, but I will get negative initiative. It goes into infinite, right?
I mean, no, like 0 is the lowest possible. All right, so when you wake up, you feel a slight feeling of dread, as you can clearly hear that there's a warband nearby, as you heard the drums throughout the night. Out in the town square, right outside your house, the Earl is going crazy, and he has lined up 4 of the slaves that you brought back from Oyebi.
Are they slaves or free people? Formerly free people?
Formerly free people. They are slaves who are formerly slaves.
Okay.
It's okay.
Then you're like, oh, then that don't matter.
Well, I wanted to know how bad I feel about it. Slaves? Well, they would have died anyway.
Hey, Ben. How you doing? We hear something.
Yeah. Shit.
Hey,
Yeah, we
We
can hear
almost
you.
hear you.
I think I heard you say
Great.
shit.
It's absolutely uncomfortable. I hate it.
What? Why don't you just tuck a headphone into the...
Very funny. If I had a working headphone, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Simon,
I'm sure you
you're
can
like,
find some headphones.
It's all horrible. Horrible.
Why don't you strap your smartphone to your face?
Because I don't wanna.
All right, fair enough. Did you get the part about you having reduced initiative?
No. So it doesn't apply to me, right?
You wish. For the day, you have -4 in
Or
initiative.
what did happen? Did my feet freeze to the ground? What's the in-game
You got
explanation
scared.
for this?
And you had a bad
Yeah.
sleep.
There are drums of war banging in the distance, so you slept poorly and you're slightly terrified of the warband outside the city.
It's actually even more horrible.
And
So
they're
we're
always
gonna try to
killing
sneak
our
out of the
slaves.
city. Yeah. The slaves we promised better lives.
Well, Sigmar promised better lives, let's be specific about it.
All right, party, what do? You see and hear the Earl outside the city center, and he is furious about to do something horrible to these slaves.
I'll walk up to him.
Walking out from the house and out to the city square, you hear him going clearly batshit, menacingly crazy. He's just screaming, and there's saliva flying out of his mouth, and his eyes are red shut. He's screaming, "Those filthy farmers! I will kill each and every one of them, and I will have their babies for breakfast."
That doesn't sound nice.
Roland, do you think he has some illness? He doesn't seem
Do I-
quite healthy.
The Earl?
Yeah. Or maybe he
Yeah.
took your potion, the similar one to the one you have.
I look in my bag to see if I have all my potions.
Oh yeah, Simon, please change to push to talk.
What?
You change your yeah, you're banging. Can you change your settings in Discord to use push to talk?
Yeah, I can try.
Basically, you press the cog wheel, go into voice,
Yep.
input mode. You change it to push to talk instead of voice activity.
And don't forget to press the button.
Yeah. And once you have it activated, you have to press a button to talk.
Good.
Right.
So,
You
roll.
walking up to him, Wally. He sees you and he immediately calls you out. You there, dwarf! Make yourself useful.
Oi, there's no more metal. I need some metal to make your weapons. Where can I get some metal?
Metal? We don't have time for your stinky metal. We need to kill these filthy farmers.
Oi, 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 oi. No. I agreed to make you weapons, not kill bloody farmers.
They're treacherous, filthy farmers. We have to kill them. There's no other way.
It'll cost extra.
If you disagree with me, it will cost you your life.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just trying to run a business.
Fine. How much you asking for?
Are we asking to kill farmers? How many farmers is that total?
Oh my God. How about this? You get 10 silver for every killed farmer.
Let's say 20.
Roll persuasion. Who the fuck are you trying to haggle with me? I'll give you 5 silver. And that's it.
How tough does he look?
He looks very tough.
Okay. Has he killed the slaves yet?
No, he's about to do it. Well, at least it looks like he's about to do it.
Okay, let's say 12 silver, and I'll spare you the haggle of killing these 4 people.
What? At this point, I stop watching and just go to archery range. I don't want to watch what happens to Goldwick.
The Earl steps back, and it is quite clear to you what he wants you to do to seal the deal.
I smash their heads in.
He laughs and he tosses you a purse of 20 silver, and he says that you have a deal.
Good. I still want some metal though.
You will get your metal soon enough. We don't have time for forging metals right now. We have plenty of weapons.
Okay.
At this time, you see a hooded figure walking into town with a cane.
Ooh. I wonder who that is.
It's you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
it takes a couple of minutes, but soon enough the Earl notices that a foreigner or visitor arrived. And he calls you out. You there! What business do you have here?
Why do you ask?
Because you're in my town, smartass.
This land belongs to no one. You might have built your houses here, but it doesn't mean anything to me.
This is the wrong day to test my temper. Please state your business.
I've come here because there's a lot of noise. It's disrupting my meditation.
And
Seems
why
like you
should
have some
I?
trouble on your hands.
Oh, you don't say. These filthy farmers think that they are someone.
Well, they are someone.
They're dirt. Their lives ain't worth the food I put into them.
You're saying they're worth less than you because you wear a little crown?
Well, I don't know what crown you're talking about, but they're definitely worth less than me.
I'm not very familiar with what the elite garnish themselves with these days. But I'm sure you found yourself a way to elevate yourself, or at least think that you're above other people.
As far as I'm concerned, there's only one way to tell whether someone is fit for ruling or not, and that is through combat. That is what I have done.
And not everybody is made for fighting. Nature's fun that way. People
would you do
survive in their
so?
own ways.
If you can't fight, frankly, I don't see the use for it. I don't see the value in a life who cannot defend themselves.
You've not spent a lot of time in nature, I gather.
I go there to hunt.
There's not only bears and wolves, there's also birds, lizards, fishes, who all find their own way to survive. Brute strength is not the only way.
Oh yeah? Do you wish for a demonstration?
Of what, your bravado?
Of my way of living? If you think that these birds will help you survive, then surely you wouldn't mind a duel.
I have no need for your peacockry. I'm here to help those who deserve it.
And who might that be?
I have not yet found out. That's why I'm here.
Well, we have a rebellion of these filthy farmers on our hands. If you're able to help me with your birds, I will appreciate it, and I will reward you for it.
I'm not here to work in anybody's surface. Why are these farmers rising up?
Because they don't understand their place.
You mean the fictional place you gave them?
No.
Yes.
Frankly, you're starting to annoy me. This is
Oh, I
life.
imagine I am. Common sense is probably very irritating to you.
What was that, boy?
He did warn you that he can kill you, right?
I think you heard me.
He draws his weapon and approaches you.
That's fine.
Can I run over and tackle the not the Yarl, but the other guy?
You can try.
What should I roll for that?
That would be athletics.
What point?
Versus...
At what point can I do something?
You can do something.
What?
All right.
Like, he is gonna try to tackle you. I'm not saying that he will automatically tackle you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast this. Shit. Hold on. Where is it?
Could you explain what you're doing?
Yeah, I was looking for a spell.
So basically, it will make it harder for him to reach you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. You rushing up with the force of 2 full-grown men, Golvik. When you come close to this man, you feel that some force of wind is restricting your progress, and even though you come at him with full force, you don't quite reach him.
Is this really necessary?
I don't know. I'll try to leap at him.
Bonus action. I turn into a bear. This is going well, I think.
Definitely.
It's a really good encounter. I mean, I'm not there to stop any of you, so.
All right. So how are you leaping at him?
Like, just as soon as the wind starts coming, I'll just, like, try to leap forward. As in trying to... Aiming for his around, like, leg area so I could tackle him to the ground, but, yeah. Now
Right.
he's a bloody bear.
I'm gonna let you both do a dexterity check to see who goes first.
Nope.
All right. So Goldwick actually manages to. You have to do another athletic check.
Yeah. Athletics or strength?
Athletics.
I can turn into animal as a bonus action. Can I not? Could I not have done that on the same turn as my boarding wind?
No, I'm taking this as if because you were talking to him,
All right.
and then he did his action, and you got the response, and he was just slightly faster. So he manages to tackle you and hold you down, and at this point, you might still try to turn into a bear.
Yep. I do that.
So I'm currently on top of a bear.
Well, like you just tackled him to the ground, and we'll see what he does.
Yeah, I turn into a bear.
Do you have like a feature to click to just log it?
What do you mean?
I don't know how you set up a druid in character sheet.
Like, do you
Basically,
have
what
something?
you're saying
Yeah.
that if you post it in the chat, it becomes more obvious what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Yeah, sure. But it's pretty
There
low.
we go.
Holy shit. Yeah. All right. When you tackle him, you feel that he's starting to grow furry and much larger than he was. And after a couple of seconds, like around your arms, it's a big bear. And at this point, the Earl just stands there in awe. He's like, "What on earth are you?"
Holy fuck, it's a bear! Kill it! I'll punch it.
And just for reference, the warding wind is also still active while I'm in bear form.
All right.
Can I just punch him?
Well, you landed on him. Does he? Never mind.
All right, so I'm gonna let you roll cute bear. Roll initiative when you are now that you're down on the ground.
Oh my
Oh,
god. So now you have 2 actions instead of 1. 2 turns, basically.
Yeah, I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm
you
still
are
Yeah.
on the ground. Yeah, you're
But am I-
prone.
Yeah, okay, but I'm not grappled. Okay, cool. So I get up and I multi-attack. Is he also prone because he was on me?
Yeah.
So I get advantage, right? 22 and 16.
Hits.
And I get another turn.
You get another turn.
16, 23.
Hits.
So that's 18, 27, 38 damage.
Holy shit. He actually
Don't
has
forget to
a.
reduce it, yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember this time. I'm still very low, but I did
Still
it.
-8, yeah, so it's not.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so it's my turn now, Ryan.
It is your turn, and you are feeling pretty awful. You have to roll a massive damage chart from the damage you just took.
You're
fine.
fine.
You're like,
I'll use-
fuck that.
Bonus action, second win.
Nice.
I'll whack him with my war pick after I would stand up.
hmm Makes sense.
Oh my god.
The
That's an
one.
unfortunate crit, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I will action surge because fuck the spell.
Wait, doesn't it already change back? How many hit points does it have?
34.
Oh, okay.
Oh damn it, I'm screwed.
That also
Is it a
hits.
hit?
And you have to do a con save now for the
Yeah.
massive damage charge.
Oh yeah, and also for my spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice.
So first I'll do the for the massive damage.
Okay. You make it
And then for the spell,
twice. Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
make
so
it.
the wind disappears.
Yep. And at this point, I'm actually curious what the others are doing. I'm just watching.
I
Yeah,
was
you
sitting
guys
outside.
certainly hear this. Like, you hear a bear roaring in the center of town. You're like, what the fuck's going on?
Well,
I
we
mean-
were. I thought we were all outside of the house, like just standing there. So did we see the whole transformation if we were outside or no?
I think Quanar walked away, but
Yeah,
rest
I
of you
walked
did.
away.
Okay.
So
I'll lackadaisically approach, but you can make it as slow as you want.
so I guess my turn.
It is your turn, yeah.
Ugh.
How are you feeling there, Wally?
I'm still at 9 hit points. I'll whack it again.
Holy shit.
Wait, actually, I'll use my reaction because he missed an attack.
Yeah.
So I'll do my thing. I'll dash him with my shield.
Mhm.
So it was d20 plus strength, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then the damage is just your strength plus 1. Strength modifier.
Oh my god.
So that's strength plus 2.
What? How
I
much strength
critted.
do you have?
I have
that's
4
great.
strength. So it's 6.
Yes.
Yeah. That's 6, yeah.
6 damage.
Yeah, he head bashed you. Or head butted you.
Ooh, it's not a good idea.
And I'll now whack him with my war pick.
Oh, okay.
Damn it!
Miss. Oh, yes.
At this point, you're both feeling pretty beaten up.
But I'm a
You're
bear.
up around there.
How do you want to do this technically? The fight's pretty much going on. Do we like roll initiative if we want to do anything, or can we just intermingle in this stuff, or how does it work on a technical level?
It depends on what you want to do. Just say what you want to do, and we will see.
I think at this point I want to cast a spell.
Mhm. So cast a spell, and we'll see what happens.
11.
Should be enough.
For one of you, right?
All right, so
yeah.
I'm an elf. I cannot be put to sleep.
God
You
damn.
cannot be put to sleep anyways.
so out of nowhere, you're hit by this magic, and you feel very sleepy. And suddenly, the everything turns black. You fall down. Golwick.
That fucking bear.
Well, that was interesting.
Wait, who fell asleep?
Golwick.
Golwick.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so maybe somebody lay down. Everybody cool down. Yes.
I go out of bear form, and I say, "Are we done?"
Well, he's done. Do you know him through Exodus, Sigma? Horrible moment. Horrible moment.
The Earl intercepts and he says, "So I guess you can fight after all. Wasn't as helpless as I thought you'd be."
That's because you're very one-minded.
Shut up, Bear. So, what is your true purpose? What brings you here?
I told you already. I've come here to help those who deserve it, and it might not mean you.
Excuse me if I'm being blunt, but I'm in the middle of a rebellion. Do you mind being clear, or do you just want to go?
Being clear to what?
To who you have business with and what you want to do.
I have no alliances. I've come here to help. I don't know the situation. How do you expect me to make?
The situation is that we have a bunch of farmers about to attack the city and most likely kill every one of us. So we need to stop them.
Yeah, and when I get here, I will see what I can do.
I'm afraid.
But don't mistake my help for my alliance.
I'm afraid I need you to give me a clear answer. Either you help or you go.
Can I walk up to him at this point and put my hand, I guess, up to the Jarl's shoulder and like tap him on the shoulder and just say, we've seen this person can fight. Perhaps it'd be best to let him offer his help to us. And I'll cast suggestion.
God, did it even work once?
I've only done it twice, so we'll see.
So, for how long is sleep active?
10 minutes.
1 minute, yeah.
He wakes up on the floor.
Suggestion. All right, let's see how he does.
Come on.
He kind of roughly removes your hand from his shoulder. And he says, "Well, frankly, I'm in the middle of a war, and I don't care for having some half-ass flower-chasing bird person in the town. It's not a matter of not using his powers, but if I can't trust him, then he might turn on us in the middle of battle. I thought you knew this."
So that's definitely a possibility. I just think it might be worth giving somebody a chance.
I'll give him a chance if you guys keep an eye on him.
It's not what I had in mind, but it sounds like a fair offer.
If you like him so much, you make sure he doesn't do anything, and if it does, it's on you.
I look at the bear guy, the druid, and I say, "Don't do anything dumb." And I turn my back and I walk off towards where we came from.
All right.
As is Kavanar's way.
I mean, look, he was a bear. If I saw a bear, I shoot a bear.
So anybody want to fill me in on what's going on here?
When you stand there, talking to the Earl and what's his name, Roland,
Mhm.
talking in your favor, you feel someone trying to restrain you from behind with manacles.
Am I too slow to react to that? Or
No, you feel it. Like you feel them fumbling with shackles behind you.
okay, I quickly turn around to see who's doing it.
It is Galdwick who woke up, and when you turn around, you see him like a child caught in the cookie jar with his manacles, one in each hand, looking up on you.
You just got mauled by a bear. Do you really think that testing me is the right course of action? I mean, you don't seem that old, so you might just be childish stupidity, if I may be so blunt.
Just now that that's mentioned, Sebastian, how old is my character actually? I don't know. I didn't figure out if it would be regular age like the others or like older since it's a dwarf.
Since you're a dwarf, you're like 30-ish, like 35 maybe at its oldest.
Oh, okay.
So pretty young, yeah.
For a dwarf, that is.
Yeah.
I'll just stand.
Especially to an elf, you're really young.
Yeah. I'll look for him at a moment. I'll just try to tackle his kneecaps.
You're attacking me again?
Yeah, I'm not so wise. I think I might die.
How are you attacking?
Well, yeah, you might be.
More like just jumping and trying to grapple his legs.
So you drop your manacles and you just go for a grapple instead?
Yeah, towards his legs. Try to pin him down.
Jeez, you're making me work for it.
Since he saw you doing this, I'm gonna give him the upper hand here.
Well, that's fair enough. Wouldn't have expected differently.
I'm
What's
gonna
your course of action?
boy.
And
You'll probably make this, but I'll.
Meanwhile, the Earl is kind of face palming, and he's like, "Oh, god damn it!"
Dude, I'm doing the exact same thing. Just 2 feet shorter than him. I like that it's got a quote.
What happens if he saves?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Well, so the option was either he took 1 damage or none because of his skin.
Yeah. My tough skin.
Right. So you get hit by a stream of acid flung in
Poison.
your face. Poison, I assume. Yeah. Flung in your face. But you just shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Oh.
God damn it. And you launch at him, right?
Yeah, towards his leg specifically.
All right, so athletics versus athletics or acrobatics for you if you want to.
Unbelievable. Ah!
Really?
So actually, nothing happens. You're just about to grapple him as he kind of like wiggles himself loose and just takes a step back.
I'll just look up. I don't know how tall he is, but I guess he's like a good 2 feet taller than me since I'm short. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just look at him and say,
2 feet taller.
let's have a truce.
Good idea.
And I'll pack away my manacles.
You okay? You try to do something again?
No, he took them away.
Oh, you took him away. Okay.
That would have been hilarious.
This does it again.
I think that would have been your last shot.
For me.
Now, if we're all done, then I still would like to know what's going on here.
He kind of lifts his head out of his face palm, kind of indicating that he is frustrated, having a headache, and he's just like he don't have time or energy for this. He points towards the party and he says, "Why don't you explain to him the mess you put us in?"
Yes, maybe we all go outside and clear things up, huh?
And then there was silence.
Yes.
Somebody
No.
get Kavenar.
Well, maybe we meet Gwenna outside. Like,
Is the range outside? Like outside, or is it in the town?
It's in the town.
Yeah.
I believe.
The only thing that is outside town is farms.
Just the drums seem to be coming from one direction only.
Yeah,
by the way?
they seem to be
Okay.
coming from the road.
Yeah.
Very cool.
what?
Did you say
Excuse
from?
me.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is happening? Drums? I
War
During the
drums.
night, there was a bunch of war drums that we heard, and that's the reason that you guys had trouble sleeping. But I was just seeing if we could discern what direction they were coming from.
How did
And-
farmers acquire war drums?
Let's not talk here, please, my my new friend. Let's go find Kavenar at the archery range.
yes, as Sigma said, go outside, have a little talk,
Well, lead the way then.
and Sigma's just gonna wave him and like with his I think 3 feet high body gonna triple outside. So
I follow him.
assume everybody follows.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
After a minute-ish, you reach Gwenna.
I mean, at
So-
this point I'm shooting, so
Gwenna, having fun, huh?
training. What have you been doing? And who is this guy?
We'll let him
Well,
tell you, I guess. He almost got his brains bashed in by the Yarl.
Well, that's
well, he
nice of
also
you.
almost bashed brains in, so fair deal.
I would like to argue that I was in full control of the situation.
Okay. So anyway, I'll echo his question. Who are you?
My name is Lytar, and I've been guardian of these lands for a long time. I heard disturbing sounds coming, probably these war drums you speak of, and I figured I'd see what was going on, because anything that happens here affects nature itself.
Wait, here? I don't see any nature, it's a town.
You'd be surprised what civilization can do to nature.
Well, yes, it can build a town.
Exactly. And what's living in that town?
It's humans. It's not nature.
Exactly.
Nature is animals which you kill and eat.
Yes, and what do you think that what these people did? What do you think this land looked like before people built houses on it?
Well, it was nature's, and now it is not,
Forest?
so how can it affect?
Exactly. So humans are detracting from nature. How is this hard to understand?
It's not. It's just a fact, I think, is Kavenar's point.
Well, let's not get into the details too much. Just, issue at hand, probably war and killing, so maybe we discuss economics and stuff later. And Sigmar's just gonna try to interrupt it because he's seriously getting the impression that this is leading nowhere. And they're kind of
yeah, this will
kind
take a
of-
while.
kind of pressed time-wise. So yeah, he's just trying to interrupt. And yeah, so we discussed issue at hand now, right? So there may or may not have been some accidents in the past. Some farmers may or may not have died, as you may or may not have heard. So now we do what? Can we focus on that now? Yes? Renner, Roland, everybody else, focus.
What, you want to go against an army of farmers in a group of 4? We wait for them to come and we fight with Earl. What else do you expect?
Is there a non-fighting solution here? It was one thing when the farmers attacked us when we were in their town, but it's another thing if they have beef with the Earl.
Could I ask why they felt the need to attack you in the first place?
We heard they were harboring extra food, that they weren't paying homage to the Earl, so we went to check it out. They offered us board, and then during the night, they tried to burn down the house we were in and tried to kill us when we came out.
So you're working for this Earl then?
That is
We're his
correct.
huskarls, not exactly working.
We're all house. Well, yeah.
Do you feel your morality aligns with this Earl?
We've given him our word. Do you really think that we have a choice? After you've given a word, you cannot go back on it.
I do not know you, so I would not know how you would handle a situation. But I would not, if I speak for myself, I would not continue to work for somebody that I did not disagree with.
So you
I would not kill for somebody.
I think it's a question of honor.
I think it's also a question of survival. While you are here, it would be really smart to not badmouth an Earl. He really can kill you.
I do not need to prove myself in a head-on fight. If I want to escape death, it's just as easy to leave.
As long as he
As we
allows
saw
you.
with your bear demonstration.
Well, that is because I simply still have business here. I'm looking at this Goldwick, is your name? He didn't seem
He's
too
not
much
here.
of... Oh,
okay, sorry.
It didn't seem like much of a challenge. So I figured I'd show some of my strength to press home the point that I was here to help.
Can I look around? Is there anybody else around us besides our little group, like in earshot? Any other housecarls or things like that?
There are people around, but not in the near vicinity.
Okay. I wonder if there is a place we can go where we can actually have a conversation that isn't in the middle of this town. Do you have any ideas, Sigmar? Whether it's indoors or outside the town?
But there's still, the house we sleep in.
All right, I would prefer if we continued this conversation in there, if that's all right with everybody else.
Fine with Sigmar.
I don't see what we have to discuss, but if you want to talk, sure.
Kind of funny.
Yeah.
What? We don't have much to discuss here. We just have to fight and see what happens.
No, actually, that's not what is happening.
From the sound of it, these people obviously are beyond reasoning. They are filled with passion and will not stand down because they feel they're fighting for their livelihood. The
I,
only
uh,
way
Yes,
is
no.
to either fight or leave them alone. I personally,
So we just
Are we
can
inside
we
yet?
just
Yeah.
go to the let's just go
well, I
into
mean,
the-
it's like from Lighter's perspective, he doesn't really care, and it's like if you want to
I've
go
got my
inside,
hand
then
on your back and I'm gently gesturing
Okay.
you towards the
Okay.
house. Like not like in a mean way, just like leading.
Yeah.
Like
On your
with a
on your
very
way back
uncomfortable
to
look.
the house,
Yeah.
Sigmar gets approached by this man that you're not sure that you've seen before. He says, "Lovely Sigmar, why don't you take some time out of your day and entertain me during these horrible times? I sure could use the occasional laughter."
Do I recognize him? No.
Not necessarily. You think you might have seen him during some of the feasts.
I try to do a kind of a some kind of hand sign that would be known to people that have had contact to my profession, but wouldn't be anything like while talking to him. I want to do that. Like I will answer him and wave with my hands around like Sigma is, and see if he recognizes any kind of signs that only somebody who's close to my profession and that stuff would. And Sigma's just gonna do that sign thing and use his minor illusion to produce a kind of a butterfly with the other hand. So it's a pretty complex process, and somebody who isn't focused on the secret signs would probably not recognize it. Sigma's gonna look at him and be, well, Sigma can do some playing, maybe later. You know, Sigma on the way to talk, important talk. So do I get the impression that he realizes thieves' cant signs, or is he just some kind of a commoner?
He gets kind of baffled by this. And he's like, "Whoa! I was only asking for a brief entertainment. That's a beautiful butterfly." And he hands you a small stack of copper as compensation.
Thank you. Sigma's pleasure. Yeah, and I think we just continue. And I carefully look at the coppers.
Tell me when we're all indoors.
You reached the house.
Okay, nobody's inside it.
Funnily enough, when you get inside, you see a bruised and battered dwarf
Oh yeah, that's
just
fine.
resting up on one
We'll just
side.
leave him. We'll leave him there. All right, I gesture everybody in, and I'll stand closest to the door so that I can close it when everybody's inside. And once everybody's in there, I close the door with my back to it. I exhale, like relieved, and I say, "I'm sorry. Your name one more time."
Lightar.
Lightar.
What's with the secrecy?
Lightar. Had this rather foolish dwarf not attacked you, the Jarl probably would have killed you outside. So the secrecy, and forgive me, the secrecy is that we're trying to keep you guys alive. All right? We're trying to stay alive here. So I'm not sure what you came here to do, But we have a real problem here because there's an uprising that's about to happen. As Sigmar said, it may or may not have been directly started by us. But whether we're ready to kill a bunch of innocent people is something that I think we need to discuss.
So let me get this straight. You are under some kind of obligation to work for this Jarl, and you're trying to get out of it, but you're publicly trying to keep up a front as to seem like you're still loyal to him.
I think from a survival standpoint, that's correct, but I think that there's more to it than that. I think that we also, from a more generic sense, we made a promise, and I think that that's something that we should be taking seriously.
Let me give you an example. If on day one you promise your neighbor that you will have his back always, and the next day he kills 100 people, do you still have his back the next day?
It might depend on the people. And we're really getting a morality lesson. I look at the others.
Well,
So,
that's the
guys-
only thing I can judge.
Okay,
beforehand.
so
While you're discussing this, you hear a loud scream from the courtyard. And looking out, you see the Earl with his blade stuck through the heart of a woman.
Sorry, what was...
so Sigma talk now. So maybe Earl has gone a bit overboard here.
Just throw it out there.
The whole mass killing thing is a bit far even for Sigma's taste, especially as it doesn't pay very well. Killing all the farmers, who provides food next winter stuff. So let's get back to point from Coast. Sigma talked to you about certain change of management in town. Maybe now time for change in management. So Sigma thinks strange bear person maybe has point.
I just think any trickery is going to be real detrimental in the long run.
Well, Sigma may have some experience with trickery. Trick is nobody knows afterwards. So
Roland's not very smart, so he's trying to put this together too as you're saying it. Like he's not like
yeah, Roland. Look at Sigma. Sigma speaking very slowly.
Did I see any other guards in this town, or is the group the only like?
Oh no, there's a bunch of huskarls.
there's plenty, yeah.
Like you probably saw 5 exceptionally large huskarls, and they
So-
obviously seasoned.
So strange bear person. Tell Sigma what else you can do. I saw you squirting some kind of greenish liquid, and you can go all bear-like. What else can you do?
Well, there's a lot of things I can do. I'm
Not helpful. Precise information. Now not the time.
Well, it would be listing all the capabilities of a human. It's like there's a lot of diverse spells that I can cast. It's not a easy to sum up.
Okay, Sigma, be more precise, more specific himself. Can you take people from one place to another?
Not large quantities, no.
How many large quantity?
I can transport, let's say, about 30 people, like stealthily away.
How does it work?
I make sure they're close to me, and I imbue them with a certain camouflage, a magical camouflage, and we quickly move, and I can get them out of the city, out of the town. It's not a transport. It's not a teleportation. It's simply hiding them better while they stealthily make their retreat.
And if we're not stealthy, I take a look at the dwarf.
Well, then it doesn't work.
Hmm.
As he said, it's just a camouflage.
Okay, different question. Animal thing. Can you do other people?
Can I do other people?
Yes, make other people animal.
No. I'm sad to say that I'm still recovering. I've been out of touch with nature for a while, and I've been trying to regain power, but I've not been able to retain or regain those capabilities.
What else can you do?
It's like
A job interview.
I'm capable in combat. I can change to animals, and I can provide healing for those who need it. Obviously, I can damage whoever's in my way.
I like healing. Can you read?
I can read, yes.
No, you can't.
Can he read? Okay. All right. I like the
At
healing.
least not the last time I looked at your stats. No, you can't.
Don't worry, there are very few of us who can. It's not a big
You
deal.
guys don't know this though.
Well, I just asked him. I just said, "Can you read?"
No.
Wow.
Sadly, unfortunately, I'm very powerful, but my only weakness is letters.
I mean, you understand the context very well, exceptionally well, but you need someone to actually read it to you.
Yeah. All right.
I say that.
Can I look out the window and see what the crazy Yarl's doing now?
He is painting himself with the blood from the carcasses that he did.
God, didn't we just meet a guy like this?
Yeah,
Well,
you know how that went.
overboard.
Is Johan in here? Johan, are you here?
He's like, yes, I've been following you for an hour. What is
God damn it, Johan, you're so sneaky with that peg leg. What do you think
the
about?
peg leg up on the table and kind of shows it off.
I made that, guys. No, you've been on this other side. You've been in the employ of the farmers before.
Yeah.
What do you think honor dictates in this situation?
Honestly, I don't know anymore. I'm just trying to survive. Like, so many people have died since the famine started, and from my perspective, being on this side, surviving is better, even though it may require us taking a couple of lives. In the end, being on the farmer side, just starving to death, there's nothing glamorous about it. Your morals won't save you from starving.
He has a point. Starving is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that was a very Kavenar answer. Yeah.
yeah. Also, probably pretty dumb answer because yes, because if every farmer dead, problem with food remains. No. So warrior doesn't produce food, farmer does. So
Well, you can tell this to our Earl, and I point out to where he kills farmers.
yeah, well, Sigma tried kinda, but lately Earl has been rather unresponsive.
Unstable.
Well, yeah, that kinda. So yeah.
I think we have three options. We take our group, we leave this town, we fight with the Jarl, or we somehow break our code and help to overthrow the Jarl. Is there
Or we
something that
fight
I'm
with the
missing?
Earl as long as we can, and then we leave.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. You hear loud banging against the door. And the
Agreed.
Earl throws the door open. He says, huskarls, come join me in this glorious sacrifice. The gods are with us. I can feel it.
But is
Oh
he
my
stinking
God.
with blood?
Hmm?
Is he stinking with blood?
I don't know if you find blood to be a stank, but
Yeah, okay.
like he smells of blood. Yeah.
Among other things. All right, I look at the others with my head completely turned so he can't see it, and I roll my eyes and I turn, I guess, to follow.
I say no. I do like. I talk like this, and my mouth closed, and I say, "We can kill him now if you want to."
What?
Oh god.
So, like whispering, like.
I just shake my head and like don't even try and walk out after the Earl.
Johan
There you
looks
go.
absolutely terrified from hearing you say this. He's like, he freezes in place.
Hmm.
By the way, Johan is this guy. That's like the only farmer that survived, and the group convinced him that it's better to join them than to fight them.
He's also our
He's-
sailor.
He's wielding a very powerful stick. I see.
No, he doesn't even have a stick. We took all his weapons, I think, last time. He had a
Wait.
bow. He has
Oh,
one
yeah.
leg
We took-
because we had to cut it off.
Oh
And,
yeah, I had
he
a
has
bow
a pig
here.
leg.
He can have my extra bow, so it's okay.
Oh, yes.
I didn't
See
take it
that-
with me on a raid, but it was here.
But he's our boy.
God.
He pretty much does anything Roland does. It's like his fanboy. Just so you understand his dynamic in the
Yeah.
group.
Cool. Well, I guess if you guys don't want to kill him, I'll just wait for what you're gonna do.
I'm already outside, I think.
Oh God.
I think we should prepare for everything, like fighting stuff.
He kind of like he shakes his head and he's like, "Well, meet me up in the Great Hall. We will discuss our plan of action. If you don't want to join
Fine.
me in this glorious sacrifice," and he slams the door.
Oh, thank God. Or did I already follow him?
I followed him, so.
Damn it. So, yeah, me and you were going to a glorious sacrifice, I guess, Savannah?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you think?
Sigma's staying back with Luthor and everybody else who's staying back.
All right.
I mean, I already said
Yeah.
it, so I'm not going back.
Right.
Out in the square, he has lined up 4 more of the farmers that you saved from Oyebi. And you see the hollow despair in their eyes as they look straight at you and they say, "You promised." And the Earl hands you a bloody large knife.
He hands who a bloody large?
Kvenar.
Yes.
Oh God. I'm so tempted to do a stupid thing. You know which one, Sebastian, you know.
Maybe. Yeah, he's not known for his human resource thinking. He would have the Union on him ASAP.
That's, yeah.
Oh God. No, I'm
Alright, so-
just like killing those people is not an issue for me. The question is basically, do I do stupid stuff or not?
Yeah.
Like, it's so tempting.
You're standing there with the knife.
The Earl shakes you, and he's like, "Where are you? You're just thinking."
Sorry, my Earl, I was just praying. Do you expect me to kill all of them, or do you kill some of them yourself?
Oh, you can kill as many as you like. I have plenty more.
God damn it!
Okay, I'll kill one, but I do it really quickly and as painlessly as I can.
You can see a tear falling down the cheeks of the 3 ones who are left standing.
Yeah.
I want to go outside and I want to cast a spell.
Stop him.
Well,
The
I'm
Earl
killing a guy right now.
The Earl starts chanting to Tyr. And,
Okay, you know what? Fuck
can-
this. I've been stupid from the beginning. If this kills us, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not fighting the Earl. I'm doing a stupid thing. I pull out the sacrificial dagger and give it to the Earl and say to him, "This dagger might come to your liking, Earl. This is what we found, and I want to give it to you." Yes, this is very stupid.
Dude.
When he grasps it, you see that it starts glowing with a red hue, and he gets just amazed, and he stabs one of them. And you can see a small dark red aura starting to glow around him, and you see the power and the lust for strength in his eyes as he quickly executes the other two. And he shouts out, "Rah!" And you see that him himself is almost glowing. It's almost as if his veins and his eyes are now empowered by some sort of an omnipresent entity. At least it's far from normal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, how much do I? The one thing I don't know is how much do we know about the dagger? We saw it originally, right?
I told you that it was evil and it was connected to Helheim.
How detailed at this point is Sigmar's knowledge about the location? Like, would I know where I would find his son?
I mean, you would just have to look around. It's not a big town.
Yeah, well, Sigmar wants to run as fast as he can and try to find him.
Okay. I'll note that. So you're out looking for his son. And meanwhile,
that's
you
the
wanted
plan.
to do something, Mr. Druid, right?
Well, too late now. They're dead.
Happens all the time. It's fine. You know that feel.
All right. And like you being acquainted with forces of nature, you can roll a insight check.
All right. Nope.
Oh wow.
You think that this is some sort of a trickery, that he is trying to look stronger than he is.
Does do I know? Can I piece together what kind of school of magic I think I'm seeing, or would I already know that?
You can try it.
Okay.
Like, what's your reasoning?
I just want to see. Like, I saw the aura. I saw it around him. I saw it had to do with people getting killed. Can I like figure out if it is indeed a necromancy spell? I guess. Can I put that together in my head?
Go ahead and roll me a insight, I guess.
Insight. How's that possible?
You feel inclined to believe that it's some. If it's magic, you feel inclined to believe that it's some dark school of magic.
Okay.
And he looks like he will continue this, right?
He is walking around, kind of amazed by this newfound power, chanting to Tyr, and further painting himself in blood, like he's drawing runes and patterns on his armor, on his vestments, and on his face.
Are those runes to Tyr?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're for bravery, fierceness, and protection. What do you guys do? Just a reminder, I don't know if I were being very clear, but he reminded you that you are supposed to meet up in his longhouse in 1 hour.
Right. All right, I gesture Kavenar to go in a different direction because it doesn't sound like we're being summoned right now.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about us anymore. So I follow him.
What's what's happening to the bodies? Is anybody doing anything to them?
Currently, you have them piled up in a sacrificial altar pile of bodies. He's mostly using their blood, like he's not very interested in their bodies. If that answers your question.
I'm gonna take the bodies and start dragging them outside of the town.
When you start dragging a body, she says, "You looking for food, bear?"
I ignore it.
He continues to chant and dance, and at this point, some of his huskarls has joined him, and they seem to consume some sort of a liquid. It could be alcohol, but they are drinking it from a rather special cup.
Oh god. Well, Roland, what do you think if we go to the walls and look around?
Can we talk about what the hell that was?
Just
What?
forget.
Why did you just give him a powerful dark magical object? As if he wasn't fucked up enough.
Because he will be fucked up more. If the gods
How
leave
so?
him, we also can. And let's be honest, he deserves it.
So your hope is that the gods take care of this for us?
Well, who knows?
Good old gods.
I mean, we're in the streets. I'm not going to speak to you openly.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the walls and look around to see if we see any farmers.
Okay, I follow him.
Oh great, at least we hear war drums.
Why don't I hear it?
I don't know, I hear it. Actually, I need to check something. Okay.
The people of the town, they have kind of like, they're all ready for this now, and they kind of seem to work as one entity, preparing for something. And you hear loud music and there are a lot of braziers connected to this sacrifice. And they have a lot of gear getting ready, like armors and bows and shields. You can see that the town is certainly getting ready for what's to come.
As we're moving along, I would like to try and take stock of how many people I think there are just over the course of the day that are fighting with us.
Probably.
I want to.
Go ahead.
In town, you see roughly 10 well-trained warriors, and then there are like regular townsfolk that can certainly join in, but they do not look like any kind of a warrior. Like with you probably have somewhere around 16 to 18 people.
Okay.
God damn it, what's your... Lighter, you wanted to do something? Or to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna burn those bodies when I dragged them all out of the city.
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's up to you what he does.
Like when you get out of the city, there is no firewood nearby. Exiting the...
No, but I can produce flame, so I just set the bodies on fire.
Produce flame is a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Oh god.
Right. One by one, you manage to set their bloody clothes on fire, but after a while they get put out and like their flesh gets burnt, but they don't necessarily burn up.
Huh. Well, that failed. Well. Rest in peace.
At least you tried.
I'm just gonna try to go and talk to some locals to see what the morale is among them, how they're feeling, what their opinions are.
All right. Getting close to the locals, you notice that their eyes seem to be almost possessed. There is something about their vision that seems as if they are either like stuffed with adrenaline or somehow intoxicated, and they seem to have no fear for death whatsoever. They're all psyched to either reach the gates of Valhalla or live to see another day.
So I'll talk to one of them. I say, what made you this way?
He's kind of shaking and pumped, and he's like, "What do you mean? We will fight a glorious battle today."
Where did you get this lust for fighting from?
From the gods. He looks up.
When did this start?
He's like, "What?"
When did you become this way? How long have you felt this purpose?
He bolsters the men close to him and he says, "Since I was born."
All right. GG. I'll conclude that they're clearly insane and just keep walking around the town, keeping an eye open for anything unusual. Not doing anything in particular.
I think we were supposed to watch him.
We actually
We just
were, well, I didn't hear that, so yay.
Yeah, I know. We're just like,
Goldwick, I believe you wanted to do something as well, right?
I did not express anything.
Oh.
How long time do I have to do stuff?
Like 30 minutes until he wants to talk to you in the longhouse.
I'll see if I can find some tar.
all of your
You-
characters.
You and your tar.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Oh god.
Alright. How about this? You each decide what you want to do, and I'll go take a quick bathroom break. And you guys can discuss your battle plan before we go on to the longhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And Goldwick, you looking around town, you do not find any tar.
Damn it.
Did Sigmar find Earl's son?
Oh yeah, you did. You managed to find him in the longhouse. And he asked you what you're doing in there.
Sigmar?
Yeah, sorry, I was just on my way to the upcoming bathroom break when I saw that apparently it was heard that it was apparently not taking place as I thought. As I reached him, like Sigma's probably gonna be pretty much out of breath because he ran and tried to be as quick as he could to reach him, and he's gonna make some kind of sign of respect and above his head, and he's gonna say, "I've come as quick as I could to tell you of some very important news. Your father has gathered hold of a very important artifact of dark powers." And I want to see how his reaction is like. Does
He has
look
his arm
worried?
shut, and he is still very concerned that you're just barging in here. And he says, "Well, you might fool my father, but I have my eyes on you."
No, it's true. He really has gotten hold of the artifact.
You
Might
think I
change the
believe
course
in
of
you?
battle.
You're probably just lying, trying to gain favor with my father.
Look into my eyes and tell if I'm lying. And Sigma's gonna look at him and stand up straight.
He draws his sword and he says, "Look into my blade, see if I care."
Okay. So you don't want to see your father in this glorious moment. Not Sigma's problem. Please excuse my intrusion. And Sigma's gonna go.
Like father, like son.
Well, that's what you said.
Hmm?
That's what you said.
Alright, so let's take a quick bathroom break, and let's join up in 5 minutes.